It's been around for thousands of years. We've been just growing food naturally, and just recently, within 100 years, 200 years, we just shifted it, and now
Right.
we're just, yeah, it's all conventional. We're chopping down forests like crazy and just turning them into houses or a monoculture of trees, and
Yeah.
that's just like cutting out thousands of years of evolution like that.
Our potential, it's exponential.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another podcast. I'm here with my friend Will. Will, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks a lot. So thanks so much for inviting me out. I'm really happy to be here. I'm super passionate about growing produce, and I love the work that you're doing.
Oh, thank you,
Thanks
bro.
a lot.
Yeah, dude. So tell me about it. What you work at? You're a manager at a community garden, right?
Yeah. I'm the manager of the Patricia Davis Community Garden in Pompano Beach, Florida, and it's
Nice.
sponsored by the city of Pompano Beach, actually,
No way.
and it's managed by the Fruitful Field.
Cool.
So they oversee the site, and my job is to do the growing and production of the site. And we have 4 or 5 productions there, and they just pump out a lot of produce.
That's awesome, dude. What'd you guys grow this season?
So this season we've grown tons of produce. At least, like, I want to say at least 1,000 pounds at least. So we had a lot of tomatoes, a lot of papayas, bananas, eggplants, tons of lettuce everywhere you look.
Salad every day.
Every day.
Cool, dude. So tell me about it. So what do you guys do? CSAs or like what's the deal?
Yeah, so we do a CSA program, trying to get the produce out to the community.
What is that CSA for people?
So CSA is a community supported agriculture, and that is where just someone in the neighborhood or the community can come to the farm and actually purchase a share, and they get it weekly from us. And whatever we have available, we will give to the client.
Heck
So yeah, it's really a really cool program.
bro, I love it. So tell us, how do you like grow your produce? Like, is it like, do you do it differently than like commercial farms? Like, why is this produce program like so cool?
Oh yeah, so we don't grow at all like what the conventionally farms would traditionally do. We don't spray anything, no chemicals at all,
Yeah.
as natural as it could get. And we'd get mulch, things like that delivered so that we can put around the plants and have it naturally decompose, and that gives the plants some nutrients. So
Instead of using like chemicals to fertilize and
exactly,
totally
Yep.
natural fertilizers.
And then if we do have a pest problem, we'll try to spray like neem oil or look for a natural oil that we could put onto the plants so there isn't a pest problem, you know?
I love it. Cool, man. Yeah, like high level farming, right? Like
Exactly.
strategic, not so like mindless broadcasting of chemicals every week, on
Yeah.
our produce.
Exactly, because
Very cool.
it really matters what you're consuming, and you don't want to be eating chemicals that the conventional farms are spraying.
Yeah.
It's really, really bad for you,
Totally. Yeah, man. So tell us, what got you into this, man?
So what got me into this actually was way back when I was in high school. My mom, she actually decided to switch my school because I was hanging out with the wrong crowd and getting involved in not so good stuff. So she switched my school, and randomly one day at this new school, I didn't really have a lot of friends. I lost a lot of my old friends doing this switch.
Yeah.
But we had a substitute, and she had came in and she asked, like, is anyone interested in a first-time job, or does anyone want to get a job? And a bunch of hands went up, and my hand went up, but she started explaining, like, this is going to be outside, it's going to be in nature at a farm, and a lot of hands went down. But I kept mine up, and I went there and I checked it out, and when I saw the fruitful field, I was just in heaven, like, it was just so beautiful. And
That was in high school.
Yeah, yeah,
After you volunteered for that job.
exactly.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Cool.
and seeing it, I always just watched Animal Planet and Nat Geo my whole life, and
Yeah.
so I was just like, oh, this is it, and
You were drawn to it.
yeah, exactly,
Wow.
yeah.
So you said you did the Grow City Youth program there.
Yeah,
Tell us
yeah.
about
So
that.
being involved in that was amazing. It's a program where they teach first-time job skills, and we mentor youth, just how to get through life. We teach public speaking, and of course, how to grow your own food. And one of the things that got me really hooked while I was in the program was trying a tomato for my first time. I could really not eat them from the store at all. Like it was hard, but
Same, man.
it's just
Yeah.
not the same. But eating it fresh, I could just eat it like candy all day long. You know,
It's true. And I don't think a lot of people get to experience that. And it is so,
not at all.
that fresh tomato, like special variety right off the vine. It's like night and day.
There's
man.
nothing like it. You know, nothing like it. And
Cool. So what? Yeah, man.
I think it's just really important for people to be able to experience things like that and have fresh produce available, because just the taste is way different and it's way healthier, you know?
Yeah, totally. And it's crazy. You don't need as much of it. Like you feel full longer. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yep.
Really interesting when there's more nutrients in there. It's cool to think about. Dude, so tell us about, what are you doing now? Now you're managing one of their plots?
Yeah. So now I'm the lead grower of the Patricia Davis Community Garden, and I'm in charge of doing all the grow plans. And weekly we go to markets at the Pompano Beach Green Market, and there we have regular customers that come, and we'll just pick up the fresh produce. And
Cool.
I just really love having that connection with the people. You know,
100%.
it's way different than going into the store and just grabbing a shopping cart and filling it up and
It's so true.
just mindlessly going through.
Wow.
You know, like I think having a connection with a farmer and selling produce is really important, you know?
I do too, man. And what is that? That's so interesting, because like, most of these things like we use in our lives and consume are like really from these industrial corporate systems, like from overseas, like slaves, all these things
Exactly.
that we're attached to and just mindlessly buying. And it's real, like, and then it makes you think like, man, what can we do like here locally that's like contributes to better systems that aren't circled around that, greed, I guess,
Yeah,
mentality.
I agree completely. Like, and I think part of it is we really need to just focus on love and just loving each other and building a better system
Totally.
that created with love, you know?
Yeah,
Because
man,
but there's
that's
a lot of greed and like just people taking advantage, and it's just not right, you know?
It's a lot of, it's true love, man. I love how that's the answer, because it is. And you can't have, I think maybe fear, there's a lot of fear going on, like fear we won't get ours, or fear these people are going to do some, who knows? Like, but I think where there's fear, there can't be love. And it's like, we got to just like get rid of that old mentality, of like getting ours, scarcity, all those things. And then love comes in, and it's just way better.
Exactly, you know?
Yeah.
Because in schools, they don't really teach about agriculture or
Totally.
or finances or things like that, and those are things that are important. And if people have those skills, the system would really change, you know?
Facts, bro. I love that. Yeah, why, dude? It's almost like it's on purpose that those aren't in the curriculum. It's like all these subjects to just make, I don't know, get you by and then become a worker.
Exactly.
It's cool, man. I'm pumped they came into your classroom and literally pulled you out into the farm, right?
And
you
that
got
was
to see that model, and now you're doing it.
Yeah, that was like a rare chance, like if that didn't happen to me, I don't know where I would be or
Cool, bro.
what I'd be doing, but now I'm trying to make an impact,
Yo, I can relate to you a lot, bro, because same here. Like, I was, hanging out with the wrong crowds or whatever, not getting into good, behaviors, activities, and then farming really put a lot in perspective for me, gets you out of self.
Exactly. And it's so rewarding, you know. There's nothing like putting a seed in the ground and just watching it grow and then getting it to fruit and then giving that out to somebody is like one of the most humbling
Wow.
experiences, you know.
Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah. From seed to giving that what was created to someone. Beautiful, man. Yeah.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah, dude. Okay, cool. This is awesome. This is awesome. Will, tell us about your crops, like what you're growing. What are you getting started now, like for summer season?
So right now for summer, now that the heavy rains have come, there's weeds coming out like crazy. So, you know, I want to get the fields covered as fast as I can, but I still want to grow food. So I'm thinking things like sweet potatoes, watermelons, things that'll kind of choke out the weeds.
Cool.
And definitely have some eggplants, peppers, okras, and all around the community garden, we actually have fruit trees everywhere. So there's
Dude,
bananas, papayas pumping it out like crazy.
people
It's
don't realize in the summertime the fruits turn on in Florida.
exactly, yeah,
Totally, exactly. So there's like a balance. If you have a balanced system, there's stuff coming year round.
of
Yeah,
course, and that's the goal. You know,
totally.
you want to have things always producing.
Yeah, and so tell us about this, because Will, you probably understand this the most, because you put together game plans to be able to get CSA boxes to people and actually make it happen. You got to get the result. And how does that happen? And what I'm starting to realize is, and I want to hear your take on this, is that planting is the way to make it so you could have abundance and year-round success. What do you think about that? Like planting and making that happen regularly.
Exactly, regularly. I would say nonstop, daily. You got to
Get
keep
it?
planting, you know, to be able to have your production and to give it out. And when you're planting daily and constantly planting, you're creating abundance, you know,
Yeah, man. So
and
what
that's
does that
key.
look? What does that look like? Because most people, a lot of people, at least in my experience, think, okay, I planted, it's kind of done, I'm done, and it's kind of done. But really, because you're saying nonstop, what does that look like? Seeding all the time.
Oh yeah. So me personally, when my plants go to seed, I'll let them go to seed, and birds will come and eat them, and then you'll see cilantro growing in a new spot or a dill plant growing in a new spot.
Yeah, that volunteered.
Exactly, and that's a
Okay.
beautiful thing, you know.
Yeah,
So
totally. So yeah, exactly. There's new stuff that is gonna come up. So it's like embrace that.
e-
Yeah.
exactly. Yep. Embrace it up. Yep.
Cool. So what are some of your like favorite things to put in the winter box? Like what are some people that they really like during season?
So in season, we do a lot of lettuces, kales, broccolis,
Yeah, broccoli.
arugula. Yeah, broccoli's a good seller. Arugula is a good seller.
Cool.
People.
People love.
Oh yeah.
You can't get you can't sell, you can't produce enough.
No, no.
So yeah, you know what I mean? Like people want to buy like 5 of the bags.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Constantly. And the
Wow.
tomatoes, those people eat them like candy. Those sell out. Those are always the first thing to go when I'm at market. They sell
Totally.
quick.
Totally. Yeah, cherry tomatoes, man. And I think that's why I love kind of what I do with the little raised beds in people's yards. It's like they could get that, because cherry tomatoes is kind of always spitting out every couple days. So like that's what's cool about having 1 or 2 plants at home. Like it's just like a snack.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it's such a they produce such high yields, you know.
Totally.
Exactly. So it's really good to have plants that can produce high yields and you got good production out of.
Exactly.
But also it's good to have things like lemongrass and mujon tea plants that yeah, you can make herbal teas and medicines with, you know.
Dude, I love that. Talk about that. Yeah, that's like vertically integrating a farm is important. Yeah, like so how do we use a lot of these plants and make teas and kimchis and all this stuff and sell them at those markets that we
It's
already have a market for?
it's
Yeah.
it's so important. It really
Yeah.
is.
Cool, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, like lemongrass. That's a great one, man.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
example. Lemongrass is powerful. Yeah.
It's good medicine. It's good medicine. I drink it and it just tastes so good and I get energy from it. It's really good.
Totally. It's like
Yeah.
refreshing. Uh-huh. Yeah.
But also what we do is with our kids program, we'll teach them how to cook healthy meals from the garden.
Cool, man.
So we'll go around the garden all around and gather a bunch of lettuces and garlic chives and all, just maybe green papaya, and we'll make like green papaya or rice, and it's just so good.
That's amazing. You'll go in and cook with the kids and do it.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Yeah,
Yes.
where is that? That's so interesting.
That's at the same site.
Got you.
In Pompano Beach.
You guys host the students there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because this other after school care program was trying to have me do it, and I don't think we're doing it till the fall. But
No.
they did a kitchen and all that. I'm like, that's really the next step. Like,
That's
process it
right there.
cook it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like I'm doing it with the kids up here in Jupiter this season, and we were just like grabbing tomatoes, and it was fun to harvest the green beans and just load up and teach them how to harvest. But like I want to be able to pull them in and go make collards and whatever they make at home, so we could like do the whole journey.
Exactly, because you got to start them young, and because when you're old, you're not really interested, or you're just so busy and work.
Right. You become an adult.
Yeah.
You become like jaded.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's important to get that in your brain while you're young, so you have those skills and how to create abundance.
Yeah. That's cool you do it with the kids, man, because I feel the same way. It's like we need to bring it to the schools, bring it to the learning.
I feel like that's the next step.
Yeah.
It's such an important thing.
Talk about that. Yeah, like it's part of our development, like being exposed to nature, right?
It definitely is. It's been around for thousands of years. We've been just growing food naturally, and just recently, within 100 years, 200 years, we just shifted it, and now we're just it's all conventional. We're chopping down forests like crazy, and just turning them into houses or a monoculture of trees, and that's just like cutting out thousands of years of evolution like that. And
tell people about that. Why? How is that? How does that work? Because you and I understand that, but like, wow,
it's just
getting rid of all the life from the site. Like a forest takes 1,000 years to make, right? Like there's cycles of the forest. And every ecosystem is different, but basically it takes all this time for there to be massive trees and vines and the whole system, and we just clear cut it.
Exactly. And not a lot of people are aware of even what's happening or what that's doing, but I think as a society we need to really come together and appreciate nature and learn about it and know about it so that we can prevent that from happening.
I totally agree. Because this machine is still going. Like, how can we have awareness around it? Because once you have awareness around it, you don't want to be a part of it. You don't want to do those things anymore.
Exactly.
Right? So, like, that's so powerful, learning about nature.
And a lot of people are taking steps and doing their own things, but we're all on a different wave, and I think we all just need to come together and be on the same wave to really make a change,
I agree. Wow, well, dude, Andy always my friend. He's a G. He's always like, Jack, you're my guru, dude. When we're going off like this, Will, dude, you're a guru right now, bro. Throwing down.
I appreciate that. We're all gurus, I believe.
How do we, dude? Exactly. That's what. That's it. I'm so stoked on this, man. So, how do we get on the same wave? That's so interesting. How do we do that in this divided world to some?
Oh, that I haven't figured out yet, honestly.
Maybe more of this will get us there. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, but I think getting on to that wave, you just got to really connect with nature and be there with it to protect it, and just get knowledge, be knowledgeable about the nature and what's going on, not to be greedy and overtake materials, and just what you do, and with the landscaping and sustainable, it's like you're protecting nature. It's a beautiful thing.
Doing more, yeah, man, it is. Thanks, and it's like maybe giving more than we're taking. Maybe that's part of it.
Yeah, yeah,
contributing, being stewards of the land, like you're saying, what we do,
yeah,
you know. Would you agree that we already, even if we're unconscious about it, we're already managing the land in in society?
100%, 100%.
So why not do it as best as we can?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, we're stewards of the land.
Yeah. And regenerating the soil, and like you said, not broadcasting chemicals mindlessly, but like thoughtfully going about, anyways, creating nature, right?
Yeah, 100%. Because when I travel and I go to other countries, like I recently got back from Colombia, and when I was there, all you see all over the streets is fresh food, fresh fruit everywhere,
Yeah.
vegetables, and here you don't really see that.
It's
You
true. I go 45 minutes to like a fruit stand.
Yeah, and
It's
I feel like that
true.
would be a beautiful thing to have in America, but instead everything has to come from a big business.
It comes from South America, a lot of our stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, totally. How's Colombia, bro?
Oh my gosh, it was beautiful. It was amazing going into the forest there and just seeing like a lot of the fruit trees we grow here grow there, but they're just massive, massive.
Cool. Like what kinds?
There's guana bananas. I want to say passion fruits.
Yeah.
Just chocolates, cocoa, anones, breadfruits. This just giant, massive trees that were just so beautiful.
So cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the passion fruits down there are good too.
Oh
Like,
my.
and their guanabanas get huge.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they have like better pollinators, I think I heard.
Yeah, everything there is just
Cool.
just giant. It's just
Totally.
crazy.
Yeah, have you been to Hawaii?
No,
Dude,
never.
It's really cool there too, and they grow a lot of these and more, and it's like massive fruit. Like the avocados are like huge.
Oh my.
I remember
Wow,
being
that
like,
would be
yeah.
something to see.
Dude, it blew my mind. Yeah.
Oh,
And it was,
wow.
as I was getting into the farming world, like before I really did it here a lot, and saw all these fruits, like you're saying, breadfruit and all this stuff, jackfruit.
It's mind blowing,
Yeah.
And while I was there, I got a tour of a avocado farm, and it was 1,000 acres.
Cool.
And my mind was just blown looking at all of that. We were going through mountains, through forests, just to get through the farm.
Wow.
And so
Right.
the owner must have owned mountains and mountain ranges, and just seeing that was like mind blowing.
Sick. You seen what's possible, bro.
Yeah.
Let's get it. Yeah.
Let's get it.
So tell me, what did you learn on that trip in the avocado farm?
So what I learned was, so they in Colombia they actually don't have rights to their water in farms, so they have to get big tanks and fill up big tanks when it rains of the water to use it for their farm. So
They have to.
Yeah, they can't use it from the streams or nothing. So
Interesting.
yeah,
Dude,
it was
it's
interesting.
Dude, totally. Like, think about, like, they get resourceful when you have to be. Like, with the government, like, people don't, we take for granted. Anyways, we take for granted, like, our water and all these things.
Exactly.
Until it's like, oh, no, you no longer have it. Okay. Like, that happened down in Cuba, and they started growing all their own stuff. It's interesting.
Yeah, it really is. And I also found out that a lot of their coffee, or all their coffee, they import it to America, and then America exports it back to them, and they have to pay even more.
What?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
So some people could line their pockets.
Yeah, it's just like,
What do you?
yeah, I feel like maybe they should be paying less, we should be paying more, but
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, man, a lot of stuff. Yeah. Well, anyways, I was down in Puerto Rico. There's a lot of messed up stuff how we do business with them too, and it's like, anyways, it is crazy.
Yeah.
But like getting closer to source is a good solution to that, right?
Exactly.
Colombia, all these, America, Puerto, all these places, they're far from source. And my point is, there's all a bunch of human beings in those places, individuals, sovereign beings who have rights to water everywhere. So let's tap into that consciousness.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I believe everybody has a right to fresh produce,
Dude,
as
I love
well.
it. For sure. And
Fresh
yeah,
water, fresh produce.
yeah, all those things exactly. Breathable air.
That's it. That's it.
Like these are number ones, number two, in like natural rights for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And a lot of it feels like lately a lot of people aren't given those rights, you know.
Yeah, it's interesting, man.
But I really want to make a change, and that's why I grow
Me too.
fresh produce
Dude, me
and
too.
try to get it out to the community.
That's
you
why
know?
we do what we do, man.
Exactly.
Totally. When's that farmers market, by the way? If people could come support.
So it's actually every second and fourth Saturday of the month. But in the summertime it's off, but from the fall to spring, it's on.
Cool.
So we had our last one last week. But yeah, come check us
Got
out.
you.
Yeah.
Cool. Come fall. Pompano
Come
Beach.
fall, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's it.
And dude, also like, are you gonna be doing CSAs or anything this summer? Or are you just gonna kind of ramp up production and
Yeah.
for you guys, what are you thinking?
So for the summertime, we usually take that as our period to slow down because in Florida, there's nonstop something growing.
Yeah,
Farmers never get a break,
it's true, bro. Unless you like are disciplined about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is just grow some watermelons and some cover crops and things like that, just to keep the fields covered.
Cool.
And
Just
and
to protect the soil.
exactly protect the soil.
Got you.
But I do want to keep, because I got a green thumb. I love just constantly growing stuff. So I want to see stuff fruiting and producing so I can give that medicine out,
I love it. So even though you're dialing back like selling and markets and all those things, you're gonna still plant. And, like,
Nonstop,
get
every
into
day.
it. Every day. Baby. Yeah, watermelon's a good one. It'll spread the whole field, just a couple seeds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's an amazing one. And we actually do have some years, there's watermelons that'll just pop up on their own.
Yeah.
And we'll just get huge productions out of them.
Yeah, man.
And it's just crazy seeing that,
Yeah, the best watermelons ever.
Yeah, we do have sweet potatoes that nonstop grow wild all the time. And
Cool.
I think they're becoming more adapted to the farm. So that's really good to have as well.
That is good. Yeah, we can get like varieties that like crush it in our climate.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of going out to Home Depot or Lowe's and buying seeds from them, it's important to get seeds locally,
Mm-hmm.
I currently do work for Soul of the Soil up
Cool,
in
man.
Jupiter.
Dude, yes, with the Kristen.
Yeah, yeah.
Sick. How's that been?
So that's been pretty good. We do private properties. So it's just really cool working with her. She teaches me all types of good farming techniques.
Cool.
Yeah.
She's cool. Yeah, she does edible landscaping, right?
Yeah.
Shout
it's
out
really
Kristen.
awesome. Yeah. And then also on the side, I do have my edible landscaping, which is called A Lot of Abundance. So I do something similar to what you do with planting fruit trees, and then just
A lot of abundance.
yeah, that's it.
I love it, bro.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Support Will, man. Yeah, dude, that's cool. So you help people get their spaces popping.
Exactly. So I just do that on the side because I'm mostly really busy at the farm, getting the fields ready. But when I can help out my local community down in Boca or Deerfield, I try to
Totally.
get their yards good, make it abundant.
I love to hear that, bro.
Yeah.
That's how I started. I was working on farms around here out in Loxahatchee for like a season, and it was going on weekends to go help people in their spaces and
And it's incredible. It's
Working
an
it in.
important thing, right?
Totally. People need help. That's what I realized. People need help. Like this knowledge that you said we've been doing for thousands of years is like right now really not a lot of people have the knowledge. But some people do. We do. Like,
Exactly. And we need to spread it. The knowledge of the plant is spreading it,
Yeah. And we have some, and let me reiterate, we have some of it. Like we don't have the whole thing. Creation is way beyond us.
Way beyond.
As you know, way beyond. But like we need to get closer to the land. We need to make more garden soldiers.
Exactly.
Stewards of the land who know this stuff, right?
100%. 100%. I believe if you plant a seed, you'll harvest for a lifetime. So we just need more people going out there planting seeds, and communities. People will be harvesting for forever, you know?
Love it. Plant a seed, harvest for a lifetime. Heck yeah. Will, do you have anything else for everyone out there?
I think that's it. I would just say spread love and spread the medicine.
I love it. Spread the love. Will, thanks for coming, brother.
All right. Thanks a lot, Jack. I really appreciate you inviting me.